Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Working on our XXT. Now it looks a lot more together than what it really is because I'm making sure I can take off parts so I can access other parts I need to get, putting in our servo. The biggest thing is the Dragon Punch ball studs. So those ball studs they shipped out. Dragon Punch sent me an email and should have those maybe Thursday or Friday, and I can switch all the ball studs out to titanium. Once I get those switched out, I'm going to actually do the turnbuckles, get all those set. And yeah, getting it together. We'll switch out the rear T-plate, but I wanted to get stuff fitted up and in there. And the T-plate's easy to take out, so I put the old T-plate in for now with some of our stainless hardware. And we'll take that off and switch that out for the Dragon Punch when it comes in and get that taken care of. But yeah, got some parts coming and on the way and everything, and I got parts falling off. Did put a lot of Nick's parts back on so he can recognize his car a little bit. We'll get some foam cut for the electronics. We'll get those in there. We'll finish with the shocks. I haven't even touched the shocks yet, so I got to work on those to get those done. Which should be fairly easy. I mean, those should be a fairly quick rebuild and get those done. I'll do those probably tomorrow night. Get those done and rebuilt that way. They're ready. I can actually probably just put them on. CVDs are all rebuilt. That's all good to go. Transmission spins nice and smooth. Got all new bearings in there. Rebuilt the diff. So that thing is good to go. Just got to finish the slipper setup on that, and that'll be good. And man, we are almost there. And then our parts truck and lot kind of comes in on Friday. We'll have some wheels on there as well to get that done. And when Dragon Punch sent my parts out for this, they also let me know that the parts for the RC10 graphite shipped. So the APX top deck chassis and alloy front mounts are in that order as well. So we'll be showing the fan graphite a little love, and Go Fast Hobby shipped out our order of some fan parts I needed, mainly the black ball cups. So those are coming, should be able to finish the fan graphite this weekend with a nice little upgrade, as well as our B2 and everything else that we have going on. So this is turning out well. A lot of the parts, after getting them cleaned up, weren't too bad at all. So not too bad. Replaced some of the screws, obviously kind of polished all the hinge pins with some chrome polish wool that I had in my garage. I forget what for. So I was able to do that. The only thing I haven't done is the turnbuckles, and I hate doing turnbuckles, so I'm going to wait till the very end because I'm going to line everything up. Once I have the wheels, I can check all that. So got the heavy-duty ball cups, got the long and the shorter on there. So we'll put the longs on all that, and the steering components, we'll get the shorts. Longs will be on all the steering, the caster blocks. Sorry, it's been a long day, guys. So all new bearings throughout. So all the new bearings are in here. So it should be relatively good to go. Now it's going to just come down to some electronics and getting our foam spacers figured out, and getting those in there, rebuilding our shocks, because our shocks are a little, well, they're not too bad. I don't think they have too much fluid in there, but they have some. And then getting those mounted up to the back. Also have the mounts. I just got to clean up the mounts and put new screws in those. Had the aluminum screws, but I'm going to change them over to steel just because it being a suspension component. Don't want those to bend or anything or break. And so we'll put steel in there, get those cleaned up, get those on there when we get our shocks on. And then, like I said, steering, we're going to use the RPM short cups on these, get these cleaned up and back on there, get our factory team servo horn works well. That's what's on our XX buggy. We'll put that on here, get a Protec servo, and start mounting electronics. And my goal, cross my fingers, is maybe by this weekend to have this like almost completely done. So was working on painting the body tonight. So got a bulky body all painted up, and that looks good. It looks all right. So we'll use that. B2 parts come in, so I cleaned up the B2, cleaned up the wheels on the B2. So I'll do a separate video on this, but this thing is about ready to go. Just need a couple parts coming in. They come in Friday, and we'll be able to finish that thing up with all the correct parts. And like I said, it's just a couple little things, like these screws aren't correct. Well, this one's not correct. This one's missing. This one's correct, but it's kind of seen better days. So I got new ones. I have my my servo mounts that I have on my B3. I'll just put in there because they're the same, and that should be good to go on the B2. But the XXT is going to be ready here pretty quick. So just got to get a few parts in, got everything pretty much cleaned up. So there's nothing else that really needs to be cleaned up. Rebuild the shocks. And then, like I said, once I get all that together and on there, I'll actually work on all the turnbuckles and getting all the new RPM ends on there. Getting those in, setting the camber, the camber, and toe in, toe out on these, and getting that done. And then figuring out a rear slipper, because that's about the only thing I don't have figured out. So I'm going to see if I can maybe get a modern slipper on there somehow. Yeah, we'll see. So XXT build coming right along. Parts are showing up. Should have it ready by the weekend, and keep an eye on more and see when they're going to have their next 13.5 stadium truck class, and we'll get this thing out there. And I don't know why, but I'm still getting parts for an RC10T. So body and some other parts came in, J Concept steering and all that. So man, our Cliff Flat RC10 is going to be pretty tricked out when that 10T comes in. But hopefully we can get a lot of these finished, and like I said, get the XXT finished, so that when that RC10T does come in, we can get them both together and both hit them more. But the XXT's turned out pretty well, so fairly happy. And like I said, all the parts cleaned up really well. There's no nothing's really worn out or broken, so it was pretty easy to just kind of clean stuff up, and then we're just replacing what we need to replace. And then, like I said, I don't think the ball studs need to be replaced, but I did on my XX buggy have one break just because of how old it was. So I'm not even going to take a chance. I'm actually going to probably switch those out for titanium, and I'm going to do titanium on Nick's truck here as well. Not to take a chance. And with the new ball cups and stuff, it'll just make everything nice and tight. So want to give everyone an update. There'll be some updates on some other projects. So we'll shoot another video on our fan graphite, our B2 and RC10T and stuff. And we'll get another video on this after we get kind of the suspension done, all that in there, new ball cups on there, hopefully some wheels and tires. But again, like, comment, subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next one.